Grandma, did you take a shower? Or even worse, I don't want to be near you, you smell bad. That's what can be truly hurtful for older women after 60. The truth is, you've been keeping yourself just as clean as always, perhaps even more careful than before, and yet your body still gives off a scent that makes your loved ones hesitant to come close. But don't be too hard on yourself. This is not your fault. In fact, medical research, including a study published in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology, has shown that after the age of 50, the body begins producing higher levels of a compound called 2-nanonyl. This compound is the main reason behind the distinct body odor associated with aging, and it's something that regular soap or perfume alone can't completely eliminate. Welcome back to Journey After 60. Today we're diving into 5 surprising facts about why our natural scent changes after 50 or 60, and more importantly, what you can do to stay confident, fresh, and true to yourself. No shame, no awkwardness, just real talk, grounded in science and self-care. And I suggest you stay until the very end, because fact number 5 might completely change the way you think about your scent and offer a few empowering tips to help you feel naturally radiant every day. Before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you gave this video a like. It helps me continue sharing valuable lessons about life after 60. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any upcoming videos from Journey After 60. Now, let's begin with the first surprising truth, one that most women overlook, but I think you'll find it incredibly interesting.
Number 1. Your skin isn't just a passive outer layer. Most of us think of skin as just a surface, something to moisturize, protect from the sun, or cover with makeup. But in reality, your skin is a living organ, and it plays a vital role in shaping your body's natural scent. As we age, skin changes in subtle yet meaningful ways, and those changes directly affect how we smell. Think of it this way. When you were younger, maybe in your teens or 20s, your skin was likely a bit oily. You might have dealt with a shiny T-zone, clogged pores, or the occasional breakout. That's because your sebaceous glands, those tiny oil factories beneath the skin, were working overtime, producing sebum like it was their full-time job. Back then, blotting your forehead or fighting breakouts might have felt like a daily routine. But over time, those oil glands slow down. Your skin produces less sebum. At first, that might sound like a blessing. Goodbye, shine. But this shift also affects how your skin interacts with the environment, the air, your products, even internal chemical changes. By the time we reach our 50s or 60s, the body starts producing a compound called 2-nanonyl. It's a completely natural byproduct of aging, but it carries a distinct scent, often described as waxy, grassy, or slightly oily. You may notice it more on fabric, like pillowcases or clothing, rather than directly on your skin. Add to that the way perfumes may fade faster or smell slightly different than before, and it's easy to feel like your scent has quietly changed. But don't worry, understanding this gives you power. You can work with your skin instead of against it. Hydration is your best friend. Dry skin can actually amplify certain scents, while well-moisturized skin helps soften them, including your natural body odor. That's why using a good body lotion, drinking enough water, and choosing gentle, pH-balanced cleansers can make a world of difference. You're not just taking care of how your skin looks, you're supporting how it functions as a vital, active part of your overall well-being. So the next time you catch a new or unfamiliar scent on yourself, don't panic. It's simply your skin evolving with you. And with just a little mindful care, it will continue to reflect the graceful, fresh presence you've always had.
Number 2, old person smell is real, but it's misunderstood. Have you ever walked into the home of an older woman and noticed a distinct scent? It's not necessarily unpleasant, but it's definitely recognizable. Some describe it as musty or stale. Others say it reminds them of wax or grass or something gently aged. It's easy to assume the scent comes from the house itself, dusty curtains, old furniture, but in truth, it's more personal than that. That scent is connected to her. Yes, scientists have studied this, and they've found that as we age, our bodies begin to produce a compound called 2-nonanol. This chemical starts to appear in measurable amounts around age 40 and increases as we get older. Unlike the typical body odor of youth, which mostly comes from bacteria breaking down sweat, nonanol has a different origin story. It's a byproduct of oxidation, the body breaking down fatty acids in the skin, a process that becomes less efficient as our cells age and repair themselves more slowly. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and loses the smooth elasticity of youth. This thinner skin isn't as effective at neutralizing compounds like nonanol. Instead, the scent lingers on the skin's surface and often seeps into fabrics, bed sheets, clothing, even the cushions of your favorite chair. Over time, this creates a distinct scent in the home, not because of poor hygiene, but because chemistry is at work. I have a friend, she's 68, and she once shared a story with me. Her husband admitted that early in their relationship, he felt a bit hesitant about physical closeness because of a faint scent he couldn't quite explain. It wasn't that he didn't love her, he just didn't understand what was happening. Once she learned about 2-nonanol, she didn't panic, she simply adjusted. She started hydrating more, added more antioxidant-rich foods like berries and leafy greens to her meals, and began gently exfoliating once or twice a week. Just a few simple changes, and not only did she feel fresher, her husband felt completely at ease. So before you reach for the strongest soap in your cabinet or start worrying that something's wrong, take a deep breath. This is a completely natural part of aging, and there are ways to work with it, not against it. Staying hydrated helps your body flush out oxidative byproducts. A diet rich in antioxidants, think green tea, colorful vegetables, citrus fruits, can help reduce the production of nonanol. And gentle exfoliation, just once or twice a week, helps remove the dead skin cells where this compound tends to linger. And remember, these changes don't mean you've lost your beauty. They simply mean your body is evolving. And when you care for it with understanding instead of shame, you allow your natural elegance to shine through with confidence and grace. So if this resonated with you, go ahead and save this video. You might not need it all today, but one day, when you're looking in the mirror, packing for a trip, or simply wondering about that subtle change, you'll be glad it's right here, ready for you.
Number 3. Hormonal changes can alter your natural scent. Ladies, if you've ever gone through pregnancy, menopause, or even just the ups and downs of monthly hormonal cycles in your younger years, you already know that hormones affect just about everything. Mood swings? Absolutely. Hot flashes? No doubt. But one thing many women don't realize is that hormones also play a significant role in body odor. Estrogen, in particular, has a strong influence on how we smell. When estrogen levels are high, like during pregnancy or earlier in life, it tends to keep body odor soft and under control. But when estrogen drops, especially after menopause, our natural scent can begin to shift. One of the biggest postmenopausal changes is dry skin. Drier skin and less active sweat glands impact the balance of bacteria on the skin. And these bacteria are what actually create our unique body scent. When we're younger, moisture and bacteria interact to produce a light, neutral smell. But after menopause, with less hydration and a different microbial balance, some women notice their body odor becomes a bit sharper or more pungent. Biologist and aging researcher Dr. Sharon Klein once said, "Body odor is part of our non-verbal language. It shifts with life stages, and understanding it is the first step towards living in harmony with your body." Especially for women over 60, when the body has settled into its postmenopausal rhythm, this scent shift can feel like an unwanted age marker. But the truth is, it's just a natural part of getting older. If you've noticed this change, try switching to a pH-balanced body wash designed for mature skin. These products help restore the skin's natural acidity, keeping odor-causing bacteria in check. Another simple tip? Natural fibers like cotton or bamboo can help absorb moisture better than synthetics like polyester, which tend to trap sweat and intensify odor. A few small wardrobe tweaks can make a big difference in helping you feel fresh, confident, and completely comfortable, especially in close moments, without worrying about those surprise changes age may bring.
Number 4. Medications and their surprising impact on body odor. Here's something you might not have considered. The medications you take could be subtly, or not so subtly, changing your natural scent. It's a side effect that often flies under the radar, but it makes perfect sense when you think about how medications work. Most medications are designed to alter or regulate certain processes in your body, whether it's lowering blood pressure, balancing hormones, reducing inflammation, or easing pain. As your system metabolizes these compounds, they can interact with your body's natural chemistry in ways that go beyond their intended effects, sometimes leaving behind byproducts that alter how you smell. Some common types of medications known to affect body odor include blood pressure medications, such as beta blockers or ACE inhibitors, can increase sweat production in some people, or change its composition, leading to a shift in body odor, sometimes described as slightly metallic or sharp. Antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications like SSRIs influence neurotransmitters such as serotonin. These can also affect how and how much you sweat, which may result in a stronger or more distinct body odor. A surprising culprit? Pain medications, especially opioids like oxycodone or morphine. Long-term users often report a noticeable change in their natural scent, sometimes described as earthy or musky, likely due to how these drugs are broken down in the liver and excreted through sweat. If you've started a new prescription and noticed a change in your body odor, don't hesitate to bring it up with your doctor. They may be able to adjust your dosage, switch to an alternative, or recommend taking your medication at a different time of day to help reduce the side effects. If switching medications isn't an option, hydration becomes key. Drink plenty of water and eat water-rich foods like cucumbers, watermelon, cantaloupe, or celery. These help flush out excess drug metabolites from your system, which can potentially reduce unwanted scent changes over time.
Number 5. Stress and sweat. Why anxiety has a different scent. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, drop a comment with the number 5 below. I'd love to know you're here. Have you ever noticed that you smell different when you're stressed or anxious? That's because not all sweat is created equal. There's a scientific reason behind it, and it comes down to the 2 types of sweat glands in your body. Apocrine glands. These produce a light, odorless sweat that helps cool you down. Apocrine glands, found in areas like your underarms and groin. These release a thicker sweat full of proteins and fatty acids. When you're physically active or overheated, your apocrine glands do most of the work. But when you're stressed, your apocrine glands take over. And here's the issue. Apocrine sweat isn't just water. It's rich in compounds that bacteria love to break down. That breakdown is what causes the sharp, sometimes unpleasant scent we associate with stress-related body odor. And here's something important. As we age, stress can impact us more deeply. Whether it's worrying about health, finances, or simply adjusting to life changes, stress can become a regular part of our daily rhythm. That means more stress sweat and more potential for noticeable body odor. The good news is there are simple and effective ways to manage this. One of the easiest places to start is with your breath. Practicing deep, intentional breathing can actually lower your cortisol levels. That's the hormone responsible for stress, and help reduce the kind of sweat triggered by anxiety. Just a few minutes of calm breathing can make a noticeable difference. Another helpful approach is switching to an antibacterial body wash. Since stress-related odor is caused by bacteria breaking down the compounds in your sweat, keeping those bacteria in check can greatly reduce any unpleasant scent. What you wear also plays a part. Tight, synthetic clothing can trap sweat and make the smell last longer. Instead, choose loose-fitting clothes made from breathable, natural fabrics like cotton or linen. They help wick away moisture and let your skin breathe. But perhaps the most important step of all is simply being kind to yourself. Managing stress isn't just about reducing body odor, it's about feeling better in your own skin. The more compassion you show yourself during stressful moments, the more balanced and grounded you'll feel. So, if you ever notice a stronger scent on a particularly tense day, don't panic. It's not a flaw. It's just your body reacting to stress. And with a little mindfulness and care, you can move through those moments feeling calm, fresh, and fully in control.
We've just explored 5 fascinating truths about how our body odor changes as we age. From shifting skin chemistry to hormones, medications, stress, and even misunderstood myths like old person smell. My hope is that you're leaving this video with not only some fresh insights, but also a few simple tips to help you stay feeling confident, refreshed, and wonderfully yourself at any age. You've spent decades growing wiser, stronger, and more self-aware. Don't let a subtle shift in scent shake that. So, what stood out to you today? I'd truly love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned that you'll take with you into your everyday life. Maybe it's switching to a pH-balanced body wash, drinking more water, choosing natural fabrics like cotton, or maybe it's just the reminder that these changes are normal, natural, and nothing to be ashamed of. Because in the end, scent isn't just about chemistry, it's about energy. It's about the care you show yourself and the comfort others feel in your presence. A woman over 60 who understands her body, respects its changes, and chooses to love herself through it all. That's a woman no one forgets. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with someone who might need this reminder too. Sometimes, just one small conversation can shift how we see ourselves.